This is going to be a different type of video today. People returning to my channel will know that I usually just upload games, but I wanted to talk about this because it's going to be a game that I do end up playing very soon. I've been meaning to get into older Bungie games, such as like Destiny. I know it might be a little late to get into Destiny now, but I think that they still, as far as I know, have a community. The game I'm going to be talking about today is called Marathon. It is Bungie's next title. It is a returning IP. It was actually the predecessor to Halo. It was made by Bungie, like I said, and as we know, Halo was made by Bungie. You can see the Marathon logo appear multiple times throughout Halo and its universe. And as returning subscribers on the channel would know, I'm a Halo fan, a Halo enjoyer. So I'll be putting some pictures on screen to sort of show what I'm talking about right now. So it's probably a bit biased for me to come in here and try and say that I have expectations for a game, considering I haven't played Destiny. I've only played the original Halo games, and I don't know how the current Bungie is. You know, all I have heard about Bungie is that they are shadows of who they used to. They're a shell of what they used to be, pretty much. So it's hard for me to say I have expectations, but I've heard the hype around this game. I've been keeping up with the streams, watching Mr. Raffle Waffles try and decode everything, and it looks pretty cool. The art style is extremely interesting. Trying to get into newer IPs. I'm trying to catch up with Bungie. I'm just trying to play games that I've never played before, get into new games because I've been extremely bored and desperate for new games to play. It looks like a very interesting game. That's me just being biased based off of the art style. It looks very interesting. There is a reveal happening on April 12th, like a pretty large reveal. I believe it's going to be the first bits of gameplay. And as far as we know, I don't know if this is only speculation or if this is like confirmed, but it's supposed to be a sort of extraction shooter, which is interesting for the type of game it looks like. I've definitely been paying attention to the negativity towards Bungie recently, which is probably the reason why I haven't really gotten into exploring the Bungie games a bit more. I was recently on stream talking about how I wanted to try Destiny 2. And I was talking about playing the campaign, but apparently most of the campaigns are like $40 and there's a bunch of campaigns. I don't really know how it all works, so I'm trying not to be too judgmental and keep an open mind. That does sound a bit unfortunate as someone who wants to go into the game already owning the game. I'm pretty sure it's free, but I have it, so I don't really remember buying it. But I don't really feel like spending money on more campaigns, which I've heard aren't even that good. I would like to see what the multiplayer side is really about, but I've also heard that you have to play the campaigns and you have to play like against PvP to really get the good stuff. And another concern that people are having about Marathon, that it's going to be just a cash grab. I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of hard to trust video game companies nowadays because a lot of games get released unfinished, unpolished. They release with crazy microtransactions. No one wants to be paying $70 for a game where you can't even earn anything. Would we want to pay $70 just to not be able to earn anything in game and just pay for it all through a shop, like a Fortnite store? Like, that sounds unfortunate to me. So I think I speak for everyone whenever I say no one wants to see a crazy amount of I can't say this. A crazy amount of Why can't I say this? Crazy amount of Oh my god, a crazy amount of microtransactions. There we go. Nevertheless, I will be trying the game out because it looks pretty cool. I've heard the base game is going to be $40, so that's definitely interesting. I will be watching the gameplay reveal on April 12th, as should you. I am trying to keep my eyes peeled for new information because, like I said, I think I mentioned this already, but I am kind of just desperate for new games to play. I'm bored of most of the games that we have right now. I've played so much Halo recently. I've played so much Call of Duty recently, and I've been exploring into other single player titles such as Dying Light, and I have a Warframe video on the way, as well as maybe a Destiny video. We'll see what happens. But as for expectations for this game, I would keep them in check, as anyone should, because, I mean, any new age game can really flop. This game has been a long time coming. As we know, Marathon has not had a sequel in quite a long time. I don't know when the last one was made, but it's been a very long time. I just looked it up because I didn't want to sound stupid, but 1994. So it's been a long time. The gameplay and art design obviously will change with the improvement improvement of graphics and everything it was bound to. But again, keep your expectations in check because it's not only new age video game creators that we are talking about, but it's Bungie that we are talking about. And as I've discussed, a lot of the failures and shortcomings that they have not only been caused by them, but, other failures in the industry sort of try and make other game creators believe that they can get away with kind of wasting their customers' time. If your players feel like they're wasting their time, they're not going to be playing your game. If your customers or your players really feel like they are not earning anything out of your game, I just don't think that it's going to last. So if the developers are not honest, open, clear with us whenever this game is going to be coming out, it's inevitably going to fail. If there's not new content, if they're not open and clear about what content is going to be coming out, it's going to fail. That was the problem with a lot of modern games like Halo Infinite. It was very bad start. If you were there, you would know. One of the best examples I can use for player first mentality from developers is Arrowhead Studios. They treat their players right. They are usually open and honest about what is happening, except if it's story bits, which fair. They don't have crazy microtransactions. You can earn most everything in the game, and they have pretty fair, large content updates. But to sort of wrap things up, I do think that this game is going to be good. I at least hope it's going to be good. From everything we know, the amount of time that has been put into this game. And I think the marketing is really, really cool. I think the marketing is the coolest thing about it so far, along with the art style. But I would also like to know your thoughts about it below if you have anything to say about it. What are you thinking about the game? Are you interested? Are you going to be playing it? Are you going to watch from the sidelines? Or are you fuck Bungie till the end? I mean, it's really, there's plenty of sides to play here, so let me know how you feel. And if you are a returning watcher, you will know this is a different kind of video. I don't usually do videos like this, but I thought, you know what, why not? Talk about a game I'm interested in. Oh, and one more thing.